For right triangles, we should be used to using the Pythagorean theorem, which states that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or the sum of your two shorter sides squared equals the hypotenuse or your longer side squared. The law of cosines has an additional term than the Pythagorean theorem. So if we look at a triangle that is not a right triangle, but instead has an angle of beta opposite our longest side, we can go in with the law of cosines. The law of cosines states that c squared, or the longest side squared, is equal to a squared plus b squared, the sum of the shorter side squared, minus the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b, times cosine beta, where beta is the angle opposite our longest side. We can use the law of cosines when we're looking for a resultant vector. So if we had two component vectors, p and q, and one resultant vector, r, our law of cosines equation would look like r squared, or the resultant squared, equals p squared plus q squared, minus the magnitude of p times the magnitude of q, times cosine beta, where beta is the angle opposite the resultant, or your longest force. If we didn't have angle beta, but we did have one of the other two angles, we could use the law of cosines written around that angle.